minute for some of you guys to jump on, but I do have a very exciting little package here to open tonight. I thought I would do it live. Sorry, I'm just trying to set this camera up. I thought I would do it live because it's something we've all been waiting for me to vlog. It's my new camera. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and see how you are all doing. It's been a while since I've posted on here. How's everything where you are? How's quarantine, isolation? It's actually really good here at the moment compared to the rest of the world. We've had no cases in 4 days, which is really good, and I think we only have like something like 30 or so people at the moment that have coronavirus in our state, so it's very, very low here. But yeah, I'm just curious, how is it where you guys are? Hi guys. Are you, if you're in Australia, are you sending your kids back to school this school term? I am so torn on the whole thing. I'm back at work, so Sam is in childcare 2 days a week, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to send him to childcare this week because he's already I'm pretty sure I'm going to send him to kindy this week because he's already at childcare anyway. So I don't know what to do. I'm so torn by the whole thing. I think it's pretty safe here. I think that he really needs it, especially because I'm going to be pulling him out when I go on maternity leave and until the baby is immunized. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I hope I'm not making a mistake. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking about that right now. You're still in lockdown in the UK. That's really sad. I hope that it starts getting better soon over there. It's weird. I take my hat off to like the people running our country. Honestly, I think that they've done such a good job. We got in front of it before it got too bad, and it's really not that bad here. I think we've had 80 deaths total, which is not great. No deaths is great, but yeah, it's really not anywhere near as bad as what it is around the rest of the world. And yeah, Jess, I totally get it. New South Wales is so much worse than here in South Australia. Like I said, we haven't had any cases in 4 days, so I don't know what to do. I don't know. He's at childcare, so I guess what's the difference? I think he'll get a lot out of going to kindy rather than staying at home. Yes, Phoebe, I totally agree. Phoebe just said our Prime Minister got slammed for not doing enough, but look at how well we're doing. We are doing so well. Like, I'm so pleased. I'm back at work. I'm really anxious about being back at work. If you don't know, I work in dental. So obviously all the aerosols and everything. And I believe as of next week, we're going back to restriction level 2. So I think we can do dental treatment. We just can't use an ultrasonic scaler, which is the water for the hygienist, and we can't use a prophy paste, which is like the polishing cup. So yeah, I'm nervous about being at work, although I probably look crazy to some people, but I'm taking all the precautions. We have a big plastic face shield that I'm allowed to wear, which I do wear, and the P95 N95 masks, whatever they are. I'm wearing those too, and we have those at work, which I'm really thankful for. My bosses have really gone above and beyond to keep us safe. So, oh wow, Claire, they're saying in the UK they're reviewing it in a few weeks, but it's going to be a bit longer. Look, I totally support it. Honestly, you need to get in front of it. It's really, really scary. I don't know how these restrictions are going to affect us having a baby because it's a couple of months away, and Sam being able to come to the hospital and things like that. Hopefully things have settled even more by then for us here, although I'm sure that once things start opening up again, it's going to get bad. Well, it's going to get worse. So yeah, I don't know. We're still on socializing restrictions, but definitely nowhere near as bad as other states. Yes, Kayla, so proud to be South Australian at the moment. Oh, really? That's a bit sad. She's been copying a bit of flack from the public in the supermarket system. I can see how that would happen. I went to Costco the other day and I think there was like 6 packets of toilet paper left, and I did get one. I didn't need it right then and there, but the fact that I hadn't seen any in the shops for like 6 weeks, I'm like, well, I'm just going to jump on the bandwagon. I'm going to get some as well. Oh gosh, Emily. Emily's in Perth and she has autoimmune disease, so she's been home since March. That's tough. I've got mild asthma. I get it. Generally in wintertime, I've only ever been in hospital twice for it. So I'm really hoping that it doesn't get bad and doesn't flare up this year. I did go and get some more Ventolin before everything got so crazy, so I've got that here just in case. But yeah, I'm nervous. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my maternity leave yet. I'm thinking that I'm going to go on maternity leave at about 30 weeks, which I know is super early, but I think it's going to be for the best. I don't know. Is this, by the way, is this in the right orientation? I'm trying to film in landscape and I don't know if it's working. So can somebody tell me? Otherwise I'll flip my camera around so you guys aren't watching like this. I'm having to do this off my phone. And if you actually saw the condition of my phone, you'd be like, how are you even going live tonight? But anyway, yeah, I was contemplating going on maternity leave at 30 weeks and taking Sam out of kindy. So that means I'd have 8 more weeks left of work. So he would be out of kindy and out of childcare for the remainder of my pregnancy. And then he would be the same until the baby's immunised, like staying at home with us. So I'm not entirely sure yet. That's pretty much my reason for sending him back now, because I can monitor how things go and I can take him back out again. But if he's going to be missing so much around when the baby's due, I'm a bit nervous about that, to be honest. So yeah, anyway, I did come on here tonight to do something super fun. I got a package in the mail today and you guys are going to be super excited about it because it is my new camera that we have been waiting for weeks. So I ordered this before Easter, and it didn't get any shipping information on it whatsoever. So I've been waiting and waiting and waiting patiently for it. This is my Christmas present, my birthday present, my Mother's Day present, like all rolled into one. This is how it came in the box. So it's looking pretty good. At this stage, it is, there's stuff falling everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. My normal vlogging camera is a G7X and is the original one. I love it to pieces. I've been searching high and low to just buy a second one because that thing has been dropped a million times. Like, I can't even tell you how many times when we were overseas it fell out of the top of the pram, and it is still going until just recently. I guess you guys probably noticed that it had a big blurry patch right in the middle. Has a big scratch on the lens, and then it was doing some weird stuff. So I decided it was time. I've had it for 4 years to upgrade. I think I'm going to go and buy another G7X, but the Mark II. I might even go and lay by that soon, and just save up and pay for it, pay it off. But I did sell my DSLR and I swapped it for this. So this is the Canon M6. I love this camera. It is hopefully the one that I want. Hopefully it has the silver trim on the top. If not, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was waiting for it to go on a really good deal, and it finally went close enough to the cheapest price that I've ever paid for it or ever seen it advertised for, so I ended up getting it. This is how it comes. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is like Christmas for me. I'm so excited. It has a book that, to be honest, probably won't read, but I probably should read. Okay. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in there. I'm gonna have to charge it. I need to buy some more batteries for it this week too. Okay, so that's the charger. We have a battery. And then what's this? Oh, that's the lens. We definitely need that bit. Okay. I think I have everything out of the box. So this is I think they call it a mirrorless camera. This is definitely not one that you want to leave in the top of the pram. This is more my home camera, and oh my gosh, you guys, it literally is the one that I wanted. So I wanted a retro looking camera. This is it. Oh my gosh. I have been wanting this for so long. I want to say the reason why I chose this camera over the Canon M50 was that when I vlog, I generally hold my G7X upside down to vlog and I look into the screen because you can't tell, well, I hope you guys can't tell, that I'm looking into the screen, talking to myself rather than looking off to the side. So the M50, the screen flips out to the side, or looking up, like up to the top if I flip it up. So that is why I chose this camera, because it is very much so like my G7X. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited. This is, you guys, I've wanted this since the Black Friday sales. This has been nearly a year in the making. This is very geeky of me, but I'm so excited. So I do need to buy some new batteries. I might do that tonight. Sorry, Matt, if you're watching. But I do need them. Okay, so the battery's in. I don't know where my SD card is. I have all these old SD cards. I don't know if anyone else keeps them. Like, honestly, it's 512 megabytes. What is that even going to hold? Okay. Well, the most I have here is an 8 gig one, so let's just try that actually. Sam's camera. Let's do this. Sam has a camera too, by the way. This is the one I got him for Christmas. It is a VTech camera and it's got little games on it and he can take photos on the front and back and he loves it. Be wary if you buy one for your kids though that they do use a ton of batteries. Oh, it's micro SD. No, I didn't put an SD card in it. Okay, we'll just use this one for now and try it out. Let's see if I can turn it on. I don't even know how to, oh, this is fancy. Okay, I should probably put the lens into it. Oh my gosh. You guys, just let me open my Christmas present, finally. So, I was actually also going to buy a second lens. Again, Matt, if you're watching, close your ears. There's another lens that you can buy for this camera, and I think it's a 22mm lens. And it's like a wide screen one. So when I do cleaning videos and stuff for you guys, I can feel better. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so exciting. I don't want to drop it. I don't want to break it. This is not turning on though. Okay, I need to charge the battery. Wow, that's a bit disappointing. After waiting all this time, really? Okay, well, there we go. That was a fun unboxing, wasn't it? I should have taken it out of the box earlier and charged the battery. But it is very cool. I love the fact that you can change the lenses over. I also have a microphone, but you can, I've noticed, where did I see somewhere the other day? You can buy this attachment that goes on the bottom. So you can have the microphone off to the side, but then you can also add a little baby microphone in there. So I'll probably just buy the baby one when I'm using it for vlogging, but oh my gosh, this is so exciting. I'm so excited about this. I don't even know how to use it. Okay, I need to read the manual. I need to read the manual. I'm not good with this stuff. Hi to all the new people that have just jumped on. I was just asking before how you guys are going, what it's like where you guys are around the world at the moment. I got my new camera, if you couldn't already tell. I don't know how to plug it in. Oh, this cable's really short, by the way. Charging cable is super short. I wonder if I could, yes. You know what? Oh, here's my charger for my batteries. Let's just plug this into that. It's already plugged in. Does it fit? Yes. Now we wait. Oh, Lauren, I'm so sorry that you had to freeze your embryos. That's so good that you can finally transfer. I'm so happy for you. I hope everything goes well. You have to keep me updated. That is such good news. I did hear that in Australia they're bringing back, like they're lifting the restrictions for some surgeries and things. And I know that pregnancy and IVF and stuff like that is on the list of things to come back. So that is really good. Thanks, Jess. I'm so excited about this camera. I've been waiting for this camera for the longest time. Thank you, Kayla. So my plan is, Claire, to start vlogging again tomorrow. And I'm also going to film a pregnancy update for you guys because I know you guys are very interested in that. I nearly knocked that off the table. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if I did that right now? So yeah, hopefully I can get that filmed and edited for you tomorrow, and then I can vlog this week. I'm very excited about it. So somebody just asked what type of camera this is. This is the Canon M6. So I said before that I really liked it because the screen flips up, and it's very much so like the G7X because I film upside down. I talk into the camera and I look at the lens because I have to talk to myself, otherwise I feel like I'm going crazy. So yeah, I'm hoping that I'm very nervous about this part, to be honest, because I know a lot of people with the G7X had a lot of problems with that braking. So my plan is to not really use this very long for vlogging. This is going to be more for sit-down videos, and I plan on getting the new G7X Mark II, well, new, there's a Mark III now, sometime in the future. So hopefully I can do that because they're a bit more of a sturdy camera. Like I said with my G7X earlier, that thing has fallen out of the top of the pram. I can't even tell you how many times. I don't even know how the thing is still alive. It's 4 years old and it's died now. Well, it still works. It's just got a scratch in the lens, and I did look at trying to replace just the lens, and it is so expensive, you guys. And I looked at how to do it myself. There is so many steps, and I'm just scared that it will be a waste of time. Phoebe asked how I'm feeling after graduating from MFM. I am so freaking happy, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I am just to not have to go back there again. I personally prefer my specialist over the MFM doctors. I just feel like I've been seeing her for so long, and every time I go to MFM, I get a different doctor, and I don't know, I felt like they really rushed through the appointments and things like that. So I'm really happy to be just going back to my specialist now. I'm feeling a lot more kicks and things like that. Can you believe that we are almost 22 weeks? I think technically on Tuesday, depending on which doctor you talk to, my due date changes. It's either today or on Tuesday. I'm 22 weeks, which means Jackson's hand and feet casts that we had made of him are the same, or a bit smaller probably now because it's an extra week. But I was holding them the other day and I couldn't believe that the baby inside my tummy has hands and feet the size that Jackson was born. I was like bawling my eyes. That was a mess, you guys. But it was so nice to get past that 21-week mark and past all those ultrasounds and heart things. We had our last heart scan on Friday, and yeah, it was all perfect. I'm a bit disappointed that they didn't print any photos for us on that one, but yeah, what can you do? Sally, yeah, I saw that Western Australia were relaxing some of their restrictions. That's so good. I feel like we're so lucky where we are here in Australia. Like, it's definitely a lot better than the rest of the world. We take it for granted how lucky we are to be just an island in the middle of nowhere. When it comes to buying anything, it is not great because everything's expensive. But when it comes to things like this, yeah, definitely we're so lucky, and especially here in South Australia and in the Northern Territory, it's even better, and in WA it's pretty good as well because we're not in that eastern seaboard where they get most of the tourists and things like that. We are really lucky. So I'm feeling somewhat confident that hopefully by the time baby comes, everything will be back to normal. Well, not back to normal, but they won't be as strict as what they are now. Hopefully Sambo will be able to come in and see the baby, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think from what I've heard, they've lifted the restrictions on water births at the hospital, and I think there's still restrictions on gas. So you can't have gas during labour still, but you can have water births now. I could be wrong, but that's what I read the other day. So that's kind of cool. I actually thought I might try that this time. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how. I don't know. I just hope that we can get to 35 weeks. That's my goal. Yes, Sally, all of our deaths, or most of our deaths, I think, have been from cruise ship passengers or people that have been in contact with cruise ship passengers. So we're very, very lucky here. I definitely can't complain compared to like New York and Italy and the UK. My heart is breaking, and I don't even know what it would be like to live in that situation. I feel like we've never really had heaps crazy restrictions here in South Australia. We've always had fairly relaxed restrictions. So have I not done something right? I don't even know. You guys, I've got okay, that is cool. It's still not turning on, so I need to charge it a lot more. I don't know what I'm doing. This is all very exciting. Okay, I think I'm just going to charge this overnight because I'm going to end up breaking something and I don't know how to get that back in. I really need to read the manual as well. Okay, so it's got a lock on it, you guys. So this comes out, but you have to undo the lock. So that is new. That is very interesting. There is definitely no scratches on the lens. Oh my gosh. I just want to play with my toy. Why does it take so long to charge? I feel like, you know, when you get toys as a kid at Christmas time and they forget to get you batteries, the parents forget to give batteries and stuff. That's how I feel. I wish that it came with a charged battery. But anyway, I'm just thankful that it arrived at all given the situation. I have to admit, I am definitely one of those people that help to the economy. I have so many packages. If you saw my phone and you saw how many packages I had waiting to arrive, you'd be like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? I ordered some, I don't even know how to put this through because that's a really small loop. Does this come out? Oh my gosh, this is why I should read the manual before I break something, you guys. Okay, somehow these little loops, I have to go through those little loops. Or maybe no, that's not right because you can't do that. I'll read the manual. I don't even remember what I was saying. Do we know the gender yet? No, we don't. I was very, very brave at my last ultrasound. I feel like I'm fine pretty much all the time, except for when I go to the ultrasounds and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could find out. I could literally find out right now. And I don't. I've been really, really good with that. I was going to have a look the other day, but honestly, I don't know what I'm looking at. I could be looking at an armpit. One point I thought, oh wow, that's definitely a girl. And then the next point I'm like, is that something between the legs? I don't know. So yes, it's going to be fun at the birth to find out the gender. If I can hold out that long, I'm terrible. Normally at Christmas time, Matt will not put my presents under the tree because I am a peeker. I have to touch the box and shake the box, and I kind of want to know what's in there, and I try and peek a little bit. I don't want to know. I don't know why I do it every year. I don't want to ruin my surprise because surprises are awesome. And I managed to hold out with both of the boys finding out, but I don't know, there's something about finding out. It's when you go to the ultrasound, you can find out. So it's, you know, I could find out right now. This is so exciting. And you just got to try and like force yourself not to. Do I feel like I know what I'm going? I have absolutely no idea. This is the thing, and I was saying it to Matt the other day. I have absolutely no clue. To begin with, I thought it was a girl. Now I'm thinking a boy. I think a boy probably more so than a girl, only because I've had two boys, and I wouldn't know what to do with a girl, to be honest. We have a girl's name. Sam picked it. I don't think we're going to be able to change it. It is very cute, you guys. You'll love it. Boy's name, we have one we like, but I can't find a middle name to go with it. So I don't know. Honestly, it took us a week to name Sam. I have no idea what we're going to call the baby. I pretty much have to look at the baby to see what it looks like to pick a name, but I'm excited. I can't wait until August. Oh, I'm so glad, Claire, it's not so bad in your town. People are doing a really good job. Like, some people are being dicks. Like, I hate it when you go to the supermarket and people stand real close to you, and I look at them and I give them the look. I'm like, what are you doing, mate? Like, go away from me. Stand a meter and a half away. I was at the deli today getting some ham for Matt's lunch tomorrow, and this person came up and like stood next to me. I'm like, there is literally no one else here. Why can't you stand down there? I was so mad. I think they got the picture when they saw my face, because I was just like, no. And I moved the trolleys that was between us as well. I've been trying really hard to be as careful as I can be. Oh, you think it's a girl? See, this is the thing. I don't know. I've got no idea. I did the thing. I'm going to do a gender prediction video, hopefully in the next week and a half. I have a few videos coming out in the next week. So our bedroom is getting a makeover. I am too embarrassed to show you this room. I'm in the office right now. It is an absolute mess. This room is getting a makeover. This is going to be the first room. This is getting done on Saturday. Our room is getting done on Sunday. I have to film a video for a brand because we're working with the same mattress company that we worked with for Sam's bed, which I'm so excited about. Honestly, his bed is the most comfortable bed. If you guys need a mattress, like, I would not be working with them again, especially for our bed, if I didn't love them that much. So that video will be out probably mid to late next week, because we're going to do that video and we're going to do that room on Sunday. And then the following weekend, we're going to be doing the nursery. So apart from the bedding and decor, because like I said, I don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. Becky thinks it's a girl too. So many people say that they think it's a girl. I can't really do the nursery until we find out the gender. How's my morning sickness? I threw up this morning. Sam threw up this morning. I feel like I probably threw up because Sam was throwing up. I don't know what he had. He had like a bit of a bug. He came into our bed at 6 and yeah, he was really, really sick. But I have not been feeling that bad. I'm tired all the time and I'm really moody. But I've not been feeling too bad, actually. I almost feel now better than what I did with the boys. I don't know. I can't remember. And I didn't get this far with Jackson, so I don't know. I can feel baby moving. It just kicked right now. So it's kind of cool. It's weird. Like I said to Matt the other day, I'm like, we're going to have another one after this. And Matt's like, no, we're not. I'm like, yeah, now that I've got past like the really, really bad sick moments, like, yeah, I think we're going to have another one. No, Claire said that she could never have the power to not find out. Honestly, it is the hardest thing, especially when you're sitting in that ultrasound room. They're like, do you want to find out? And I like looked over at Matt at the 20-week one, and I'm like, I really do. I really want to know, but I don't. And Matt doesn't, so we didn't. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to be strong. Honestly, it was the single greatest thing, finding out the gender of the boys during their birth, or like after they were born, especially considering both of them were quite traumatic births. Sam was born at 32 weeks and Jackson was born at 21 weeks. So they both had their own moments. But yeah, it was really nice to find out at birth, and I really want that again this time. I think it'll keep me going, and I'm hoping that it'll help me keep going through labour. I didn't have an epidural with either of the kids, so I don't know what it's like to have a baby over 4 pounds, 4 ounces. So I'm nervous. I'm actually really, really scared about having a full-term baby. Although they did say to me at my appointment the other day that they won't let me get to 40 weeks this time. So that was, I guess, a good thing to know in a way. I don't want to go that far. I don't think. I don't know if I'll get that far, but I don't want to go that far. Lisa in the UK said she hasn't left her home to go for a walk, apart from going for a walk up her road in 5 weeks. That's crazy. I have left the house. like I said, I'm back at work 2 days a week, so Sam's in childcare 2 days a week, and I don't know if the reason why he was sick this morning, like Sunday morning, was because he picked something up on Friday. It's likely. It's the only thing that I can think of that he would have picked something up from. But I'm just thinking, because we've had no cases here in the last 4 days and the cases that are active are so low, I'm thinking of sending him to kindy this week, just because if it gets bad, again, with people starting to get back to normal life, I can take him out. But if he misses too much, I would be really, really, I don't know, you only get 1 year of kindy. I know that sounds weird, but school, you get so many years of it. I just, yeah, I don't know. I hope I'm making the right decision. I really hope I'm making the right decision. I honestly, Lauren just said she works in childcare and she's having trouble social distancing the kids. So my childcare centre does the temperature check as soon as I take Sam in, and if it's over 37.5, I think they can't stay. So I'm really happy about that, and I think that they check them throughout the day as well. And yes, I believe that they are separating them at meal times and stuff like that. But honestly, I don't know how you would separate a 4-year-old apart, let alone anyone younger. Sam thinks he's going to go and give his little girlfriend at kindy a hug and tell her he loves her on Thursday. So not sure how that's going to go. They're saying childcare in the UK is still all shut. Like I said, it's so much worse in the UK and pretty much everywhere else in the world than here. We've got, I think, 30 maybe active cases in the entire state. We've had only 80 something deaths in our entire country, so it's very, very different to the rest of the world. I feel really blessed to be living here at the moment. Like, I feel somewhat safe. I still feel like there's a risk there, but yeah, it's definitely not as bad as places like New York and the UK and Italy and Spain, that's for sure. We're very, very lucky. Becky said she's 22 weeks and she's had really bad hip and back pain as well. My back has been really, really sore. I feel like I've been having contractions, so just under my, like around my rib cage. I noticed that if I do too much work, like housework or anything, even just after nursing for like half an hour at my work, I'm getting really, really tight just around my rib cage, which is kind of where like the contractions were when I had Sam, I guess. And my lower back gets really, really sore. So I've been trying really hard to notice when that happens and take a step back a little bit, sit down more and things like that, which is good. That's why I thought maybe I might go on maternity leave for 30 weeks just because I don't know how I'm going to go with it. But yeah, my back's been really, really sore. I'm looking forward to having the new bed. Hopefully that really helps. Wendy said they had over 800 deaths yesterday in England. That just, it absolutely breaks my heart. Like I want to cry so much. I can't imagine what you guys are going through. It's so sad. It's pregnancy hormones. But just around the world, yes, childcare centres are open mainly for essential workers. I think if you had them enrolled before a certain period of time, they can still go. I guess technically I'm an essential worker. I don't know. I work in dental. I'm a dental nurse. But we've got free childcare here in Australia at the moment, which is definitely helping. And I'm very fortunate that I was able to get the JobKeeper payment. So I've actually had a pay rise, which is really good, especially since I want to finish up a bit earlier. We're able to get the things that we need to get for the baby and do the shopping that I need to do, and save a little bit so I can go on leave a little bit earlier. I just want to, so I think I mentioned before for the new people that have just jumped on, I want to go on maternity leave a little bit earlier because we're going to be pregnant or having baby towards the end of winter. Sam was born at 32 weeks, so I was figured if Sam and I were home for 2 weeks before the baby was born, any viruses that could be kind of in our system would hopefully get out. Matt still has to go to work. He doesn't really have a choice in that, but I'm thinking that, keeping Sam away from that germ pool of childcare and kindy and me away from my work, hopefully we can stay as healthy as we can. So when baby comes home, we're all fit and healthy. Yes, Amy. So in Western Australia, the social distancing rules have relaxed a little bit. I know you guys were much worse than us. I'm pretty sure you guys have gone back to what we are now. So I think here in South Australia, you can still have group gatherings up to 10 people out in the public. I think you can still only have one visitor over at your house. I could be wrong. So social distancing is still a thing, and I think it's going to be a thing here for the next, I don't know, 18 months probably. I really don't know. But when it comes to schools are all going back here in South Australia on Monday. So, yeah. Wiggle Song Social Distancing. I will watch that tomorrow with Sambo. Hopefully he likes it. We watch a lot of, I shouldn't say this, but we do watch a lot of Ryan's World. If you are not familiar with that, they had a few really good videos on germs and your body and things like that. And I did do the test with the pepper in the water, and you put your finger in the, so you just get a bowl of water and you put some pepper on the top of it and it just floats, and you stick your finger in to the water, and when you take your finger out, it's covered in pepper. But if you put your finger in some soap first and then put it into the bowl of water, the pepper just like literally goes to the side of the bowl, and it's a really good way of explaining germs to little kids. They I guess they need to see things to quite understand it, and that was a really good way for Sam to understand germs. So in the US, the state of South Carolina, the governor has reopened places like malls and restaurants, but schools are still closed. I don't understand the restaurants. Is it just for takeaway, or we've still got restaurants and things open here, but we can only do takeaway? I think the rules are a bit relaxed now, where you can eat your food out in the park. I think that's the case, but you can't eat in a restaurant at the moment. They're still closed. Schools are still closed in the UK. Beth said her dental office is going to be open on Monday. They've been closed for about 7 weeks. So we were open the whole time, my business, my practice was. But we only had one dentist and one nurse, and they were only there to really, I guess, work out if something was life-threatening. They were able to do something to help people if it was life-threatening, like they had swelling and things like that. But ultimately, they were just seeing people to put their mind at ease and give them antibiotics if they could. So that's kind of what we've been doing up until this week. I don't know what I'm going to walk into next week at work. I am terrified of it. I'm really, really scared, considering I am asthmatic and pregnant. But I have to thank my work for going above and beyond. They've really done so much in terms of keeping us safe. We've got the, I keep forgetting what they're called. Are they N95? We've got the N95 masks, and we also have a big plastic shield that goes over our face. So we're really lucky in that sense. Yes, so baby, Scott just said, so baby might come around Sam's birthday. Sam's birthday is the 29th of August. So he was born at 32 weeks, and baby is due on the 1st of September. I think baby will be here by mid-August at the latest, because my doctors have said that they're not going to let me go to 40 weeks. So I think that, I guess I'll probably be getting induced around 38 weeks. I really don't know at this point, but that's if I haven't gone into labour early. So I did tell Sam that he's going to have a very special guest at his birthday. He's very excited about it, given that he's not going to get to have a birthday party this year. So yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to just have a little party with the four of us. It's going to be so much fun. Anne said it's heartbreaking here in the UK, but it's lovely to be able to chat with my YouTube ladies. It definitely is. I feel like I haven't seen anybody in weeks and weeks. I've barely even talked to anybody in weeks and weeks except for Matt. And the other day I was really upset, and I just said, like, it's so hard. It's one thing to talk to a 4-year-old all day, but sometimes you just need to talk to your girlfriends, and it's really, really stressful. Claire said her father-in-law's in Spain and they're not even allowed out for exercise. and only one person's allowed to leave the house for anything unless it's medical reason for 2 people. It's insane. I can't believe how bad it is around the world. I just... Okay, so Jennifer just said, I think you're in South Carolina, I think, just said that it's some restaurants, you can eat out on the sidewalks, but it's just takeout for most of them. That's what it is here in Australia, or especially here in South Australia. I think a lot of the wineries had to close. We've got a lot of wineries here in South Australia. You guys have probably heard of Penfolds and things like that in the Barossa Valley. So that's not far from where we live. All the wineries have had to close and all the cellar doors have had to close. Obviously pubs are completely closed. I don't even think they're doing takeaway meals. I think some might be, but I think most of them are closed. But in terms of like takeaway places, like little coffee shops and stuff, they've still been able to be open this whole time, but it's takeaway only. And you can't eat it there, you have to eat it off the premises and stuff. So Claire said in the UK, no one's allowed to go to anyone else's houses. Honestly, it should have probably been like that here too. But then again, like I said, we're really lucky here. I feel so thankful that we're living in South Australia. That's for sure. It definitely makes you love home even more. Jennifer said she thinks I'm having a little girl. So in the UK, dental are only doing medical emergencies. That's what it was kind of like here as well. It was only medical emergencies and you could only have treatment if it was life-threatening. But I think the restrictions as of Monday are getting lifted. So like I said, I don't know what I'm going to be doing when I go to work on Wednesday and Friday this week. That makes me a bit anxious. I kind of like to be prepared and prepare myself for what I'm going into. But I'm at this point prepared to go in to have to do work. And I think for those that work in dental, I think we're going to have to do any treatment that we're going to have to do will have to be done with rubber dams. So if you've ever been to the dentist and you've had a root canal or something, they've used a piece of rubber around your mouth and they put like a little clamp on your tooth. That's what we'll have to do. So it just keeps everybody a lot safer. But yeah. Oh no, Claire said her mum lives across the street and she can't even say hi to her. That's just crazy. Like I said, I feel so fortunate that we live here because we haven't had many restrictions at all. Most of the cases here in South Australia came from cruise ships and they were contained pretty much straight away. We closed our borders, our state borders, even really, really early on. And so anyone coming into the state had to quarantine. It's turned on, you guys. They had to quarantine for 14 days once they got over the border. So once that happened, it definitely got better. I am going to, oh, this is the date. What is, I don't even know what the date is. 26th of April. Oh my gosh. Is it bad that I don't know what the date is? Can I tell you what my husband calls me sometimes? He calls me a stay-at-home bum, you guys. How horrible is that? It's so funny. Yeah, Matt had to go to work. So Matt didn't get any time off at all throughout this whole thing. And I'm so thankful that he still has a job. I know that so many people are struggling right now. And yeah, I'm thankful that I have a job to go to and that so does Matt. I can't even begin to imagine the pain and the stress that this is causing so many people at the moment. It's really sad. Okay. Set. Okay. I'm just doing the settings on my camera in case you're wondering. For those of you that have only just jumped on, I finally, oh, here we go, Adelaide. I finally got my new camera. It got delivered today on a Sunday. It's crazy. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work. Oh, this is, wow, this is exciting. Oh my gosh, you guys, the vlogs are going to be so much better. I'm so excited. So this is the camera I got. It's the Canon M6. For those wondering, if you just jumped on, I just unboxed this earlier and I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this since Black Friday. I've been trying to save and it finally happened for us and I'm so excited. I can't wait to play with this. There'll be a vlog tomorrow. Keep your eye out for that. But yeah. Okay. Kayla said she loved Matt's sense of humor. If only, Kayla. Honestly, if I told you everything, you'd be like, oh my gosh, he is definitely a blokey bloke. Thanks, Anne. Loving the new camera. It is very exciting. I just don't want to break it. I need to read the manual. I'm probably going to go to bed in a second and read the manual so I know how to use it. But I am very excited to see how this goes. Oh, okay. So I guess, oh, look at that. I just worked something out. I thought I broke it, but I worked it out. Have I even put this around the right way? I don't know. I'm putting the strap on it, guys, because let me just tell you something. If something can be dropped, I'll be the one to drop it. I agree, Claire. All days roll into one. I am so bad with that. I'm lucky I haven't forgotten what days I have to go to work. Okay, have I done this right? Yes. Okay, so apparently you pull this out like that and you can tuck it in. Do you want to know something? I haven't even told Matt yet. I dropped my G7X the day I took it out of the box. Can you believe that? And it still lasted me 4 years. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's done. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to keep charging this battery because I want to use it all day tomorrow. I also got something else in the mail and I was going to wait for Matt to put this on for me because I'm not very good with that either. But I got a screen protector for the screen on the back here. So I hope it's the right fit. I got one for the Canon M50 because some websites said that the M50 fit this camera and some said that it didn't. So, and guess what? It is the perfect size. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I did get what is this, tempered glass? I get tempered glass on all of my phones as well because, like I said, I drop everything, you guys. I'm surprised this is even working, this camera, because I think I mentioned earlier in the live stream that I dropped my phone on the driveway the other day. This is another thing that I've dropped. And the camera, on my phone, literally has no glass over it at all at the moment. It is, yeah, it's very, very smashed. So I'm looking at getting a few new phones coming up soon too to replace those. Scott asked what time it is. It is 9 a.m. in, I don't know where you live, Scott. I know that you're in the States. It's 10:20 p.m. here in Adelaide, so I have to go to bed soon because if I don't, I will not get any sleep tonight. I haven't been sleeping very well lately. I've been waking up at about 4 o'clock each morning, tossing and turning until 4 and then waking up at 4 and not getting back to sleep until probably 5 minutes before Sambo wakes up. So I haven't been sleeping very well, but yes, I'm very excited about this camera. I hope that you guys love the footage. Massachusetts. Well, hi Scott. Hopefully things get better over there very soon for you. And as much as I know everyone wants things to open up. I hope that you guys can get it contained. Are the numbers coming down in America? I'm not really up to date with what's happening up there at the moment. I say up there because we're really, it is technically up. Hi, Belle. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the numbers are awful. I am literally, I can't even believe things are opening in the States at the moment with the numbers that you guys are having. I am so shocked. I think I said earlier here in South Australia, we've had, I think, 400 and I don't even know. I probably should have a look. 400 and something cases total. And I know that in Australia, there's been under 90 deaths total. So very, very different numbers here compared to the rest of the world. We're very, very lucky. I'm so thankful. I feel like, yes, Belle just said the other day, I think since people heard that we're all going back to school here, people are just out like crazy. And I know that I have a couple of errands to run. Like I said, I think I'm sending Sam back to kindy on Thursday because I want to pull him out while I'm on maternity leave, at least until baby is 6 weeks old and have the immunizations, and probably for the 8 or so weeks before. So he's going to miss quite a bit of kindy this year as it is. I'm just going to send him next week and then see how things go, and it'll be like a week-to-week basis whether he goes or not. But people here in Adelaide, I noticed that when I was driving home from work on Friday, when people found out that school was going back and things were getting a bit more relaxed, there was so many people out. I couldn't believe it. It was crazy. And Coles, so we've got, I guess, 4 major supermarkets here in South Australia. We've got Coles, Woolworths, Foodland, and Aldi, and Costco. Woolworths were really, really quick on the whole sanitizing everything. They were really, really good. My local Coles literally just put the stickers down like about a week ago on the floor for like social distancing where you can stand. I was so disappointed at that. It makes me not want to ever shop at Coles again. But I am happy that they've brought click and collect back, so I don't need to go into the supermarket anymore. Well, not as much anyway. I did try and do an order today, but they still don't have anything on the shelves. They don't have any stock. So I don't really think there's much point in doing click and collect just yet because you still have to go to 10 different supermarkets to find everything that you want, which is not ideal. Scott just said he works at Walmart and they're doing just as much business as they were doing before. I've got to say, I am guilty of doing a lot of online shopping. I can't show you my phone because I'm using my phone to do this live stream. I have, I think, 4 packages still on the way. Packages coming from Melbourne seem to have bigger delays. Packages coming from Sydney, things are here within a week and a half. I'm still waiting on a pair of maternity jeans, a maternity bra. I've got, what else have I got on the way? I think there's some other things that I've ordered. I ordered a couple of toy boxes for the kids' rooms, which you guys will see. Probably you'll see Sam's maybe even tomorrow in the vlog, or you'll see that probably on Tuesday. But I got them, they're kind of like the Pottery Barn ones. I got them from the Catch website, and stuff coming from the Catch website, which is like one of those Groupon type places. Stuff coming from there is actually coming really, really quick. I think I ordered them and they were here within the week. So I think it depends on where things are coming from, but I have been doing a lot of online shopping. Scott, are people doing more online shopping, or are they still coming into the store to do their shops? I love Walmart. I wish we had Walmart in Australia. People pay it out, but I think it's awesome. I love the prices, but then again, it would probably be expensive if it was here. I agree, Belle. I hate leaving the house too. We've been really good, to be honest. Sam and I have been staying home so much, unless I have a doctor's appointment, which you guys know I go to them nearly every week. I've been staying home as much as I can, and we've gone for a few walks. We probably should be more active than what we have been, but honestly, we've just been staying at home. Scott said that people are still shopping as much in store. That is crazy. Like, I don't understand, because you guys have really good like is it like pickups, like drive ups and things like that, where you can just drive up and get your things. We don't really have that here. It's like we've got Kmart here. I know what you mean, Scott. So Scott's saying that they have to wear masks and they can't even like breathe in them properly. Trust me, I know. I wear them for work. It's even more claustrophobic at the moment. I was just saying earlier, I've got this plastic shield that I wear over my face at the moment, and I've made it quite clear to my bosses that I'm not changing that anytime soon. I want to stay as safe as I can up until after baby's born, especially like at work. And yeah, it's the masks are bad enough to use, just the normal everyday like dentist masks, but the new ones that they've got that are even stronger, they are like, oh my gosh, the air just doesn't get out. It's so hot on your face, and because I'm pregnant, I'm like sweating more, so I've had to go up a size in gloves as well at work because my hands just get so sweaty. And also I've been turning the air conditioning like way down. I have it on like 22, normally it's on 25 at work because I get too hot. Belle was saying Bunnings are now doing click and collect. I did see that. I did a click and collect for Matt the other day actually, and I think they're doing drive up too. I believe you can go and pick up your goods, and I think IKEA are doing drive up, which is really good. Hopefully they keep these like different things for just every day. Like, I like click and collect. I'd love it if I could just drive up and collect my items and not have to go into a store, especially IKEA and stuff like that. I hate going to IKEA. Belle said she wears gloves to do nails, but she said, "Oh, my phone's going to go flat soon." She puts cotton gloves underneath. We can't. Honestly, I go through so many gloves just in one appointment. There's no way I could do that. And we just, honestly, I take, as soon as you touch something like the suction, and you have to take your gloves off to touch something else on the counter. So we're really, really good with our infection control at my work. I'm really onto it. We're all really onto it at the moment. We are all the time anyway, but we're extra careful with it at the moment. It would definitely be a lot easier. I haven't worn gloves and stuff when I've been to the supermarket because honestly, as soon as you touch anything, it defeats the purpose anyway. So, and I've seen people wearing gloves and then they put their hands with their gloves in their handbags to pick out like their phone or money, like, and put it back in. It just, it defeats the purpose. So, here in South Australia, we've been advised not to wear masks out in public. I have a couple, especially if I go to Costco where there's a lot of people. But I even made Sam wear one down there the other day because people just, I don't know what it is about Costco. No one understands social distancing or personal space whatsoever at the best of times. And so I definitely made sure Sam was wearing one and I was wearing one when we were at Costco the other day. But for just general shopping, I've been trying to do my best of going when Matt's at home if I can. So yes, Belle said thank goodness you have extra protection considering you're growing another human. My work has been phenomenal. They're even going to put like the perspex glass at the reception desk. I'm really, really happy about them. Even things like staggering appointments and giving us more time for appointments, wiping down the door handle. Every time somebody walks into our practice, we've been wiping down the door handles and things like that. So it's definitely been a lot better. Anne is ironing while she's watching me. Do you want to do mine too? I hate ironing. I have to go iron Matt's uniform in a minute. It's like the worst thing. Actually, doing the dishes is the worst thing until I got a dishwasher when we moved into this house, and now I love it because I can just hide them away. Okay. Yeah, anyway, I have been on here for an hour. My phone is going to go flat. I am going to go and play with this camera a little bit more. Read this dang manual because I never ever do that, and I should, because this is very different to my normal vlogging camera. This is much more high-tech than my general camera. So yeah, I'm gonna flip through this, try and get some sleep if I can. Yes, Scott said that he hates that he puts his life on the line for customers and then looks on Facebook page and see how ungrateful and entitled they are. I feel like there's a lot of ungrateful and entitled people out there. I was reading something the other day. This is going to be the last thing before I go. I was reading something the other day about how people that are now working from home were complaining that their neighbours' kids were being too noisy, going outside and playing at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And they're saying how they couldn't sleep in with their window open. And I'm like, close your window. First off, close your window. And I thought, hang on a second. How many times have you had people over at your house or, you know, been outside having a drink at night time? Because come on, let's be honest, we've all done it and been super loud without realizing that we've been super loud, or listened to music outside like after 7 o'clock at night when the kids go to bed. Like, it's give and take. I think we all just need to take a step back and appreciate what people are doing for us. I know I'm guilty of it. I was complaining the other day at Australia Post taking too long to send my camera and not update tracking. I'm so thankful for them today. I definitely changed my tune. Delivering on a Sunday, that's insane. I'm so thankful for everything that they do, for all the risks that they're taking every day, handling packages and stuff like that. It's amazing. And even, yeah, just going to the supermarket, I've always been super thankful to the staff, saying thank you for being here and things like that, because I just think that that's a nice thing to do. Going to the hospital, oh my gosh, I am one of those people that will go up to people and say thank you so much for coming into work today. I really appreciate it that you're here to take care of me. And I think people appreciate hearing that. I know that I do when I'm at work, especially in these times. But hi Heidi, how's it going up in Queensland? Okay, I'm gonna go because, like I said, I've been on here for over an hour. It was so good to catch up with so many of you. I'm so thankful you all jumped on to chat to me tonight. I will see you tomorrow with a pregnancy update. I promise. This little beast is gonna get a workout. Hopefully it works. You'll soon see if I can get it to work and if I've read the manual or not, because if I haven't, then there's probably going to be some problems. I will have a pregnancy update up tomorrow and hopefully a vlog up on Tuesday for you guys. So have a good week, everyone. Stay safe wherever you are. Just keep doing what you're doing and being awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys in our video 2.